Hello folks, Everchanger here, and welcome back to more Pokemon Blaze Black 2. Last time, we went around the Unova region a little bit, and we caught 7 legendary Pokemon. And this time, I would like to jump right back into it and catch 7 more. So, surprise surprise, we are headed back to the Dragon Spiral Tower. Alrighty, here we are near the top of the Dragon Spiral Tower, actually. And these are the Pokemon I would like to attempt to catch starting off today. Both of these Pokemon, as with, I believe, every single other Pokemon we can find at the Dragon Spiral Tower, you need to have spoken to the veteran in the Giant Chasm first. Anyway, first off is Reshiram. And this one is special for one particular reason. First things first. Oh my god, it's a shiny! Okay, no, I'm not gonna pull that on you guys. This Pokemon, along with the one to its immediate left, is specifically programmed to be shiny, so no legitimate honest freakouts here because this is entirely on purpose. And I have to say, it is so stupid how Game Freak has been shiny locking legendary Pokemon in games recently. I really just don't get why they do that, especially since shinies are just so rare in the first place. It's just really dumb, and I wish they just wouldn't do it, and that wasn't even a critical? Wow. But anyway, Reshiram and Zekrom are interesting because I believe they have the highest catch rate out of any legendary Pokemon. Except for maybe Xerneas and Yveltal, and I just realized I forgot the freaking Quick Ball again. Ah well. Anyway, I'm going to Dusk Ball this thing because it has a catch rate of 45, which is a very high outlier among legendary Pokemon. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if, yep, we caught it in one throw. It's kind of ridiculous. Probably because there's story captures in their introductory games, but anyway. This legendary Pokemon can scorch the world with fire. It helps those who want to build a world of truth. Very nice. Reshiram gets sent to box 19, and I think we're going to hit box 20 before too long. And I'm just going to jump right on to the next one, just because Zekrom is equally easy to capture, and as you can see, this one is also shiny, and I like how its highlights are green. That's really not something you would expect out of an electric type. It's really neat. Anyway, I'm not going to forget this time. Let's try the Quick Ball and see if we can get lucky on this one. I'm not sure because it is still level 75. But I just heard the critical capture sound. Are we going to get lucky? Yes, we are! Nice. Double first throw, and we catch Reshiram and Zekrom. And we already own a Zekrom, so it's not going to give us the screen. But yes, you can catch 2 Zekrom if you're playing Blaze Black 2. And 2 Reshiram if you are playing Volt White 2, which I think is a really neat little detail. Anyway, I'm going to return to the foot of the tower because there are, believe it or not, more Pokemon to catch at Dragon Spiral Tower. Alrighty, here at the foot of Dragon Spiral Tower, if we surf over this way, there are 2 more Pokemon that we can catch here. And you might be surprised. Yes, these Pokemon were actually moved. These were not here in the original Black 2 and White 2, even though they could be captured in the game. First off, right here we have Latias. And I'll be honest, I don't know which one comes first in the Pokedex. It's either Latios or Latias, I don't remember which, but I figured this one's on the left, and it's the first one we're going to run into. So we might as well... I forgot the Quick Ball again. I'm getting really bad at this. Oh well. Interestingly enough, this thing has Heal Pulse, which means it's probably not going to be too terribly difficult to stay alive in this fight, which is good, because if this thing pulls out some powerful Dragon-type moves, I might be in a little bit of trouble, but it looks like I should be okay. Now, one thing I do have to mention is, in between cuts, it would seem that the neighbor decided to mow the lawn again. I do honestly have to apologize for that, but it's really pretty unavoidable when you live in a suburb and it's the summertime, because everyone's going to take every opportunity they can to mow the lawn. I just have to throw that out there that I am aware of it, and I do apologize if it is coming through on the mic. Anyway, I think that's about all I have to say about Latias, because it's really one of those legendaries that sort of just is there. It doesn't really have any sort of story significance of any kind. So I think we're just going to jump cut to when I capture it. Alrighty, there we go. Latias was caught. That wasn't too terribly long, but it did take a decent number of Pokeballs to get. Its body is covered with a down that can refract light in such a way that it becomes invisible. Honestly, if that was an actual real thing, that'd be awesome. Alrighty, but anyway, that one actually did take a decent amount of work, so I'm actually going to save really quick. Alrighty, now that we have done that, we can move on to Latios, which is the male counterpart to Latias. I personally like Latios better, I think, just because its signature move, Luster Purge, I just think it's really cool looking. Yeah, I'm a very shallow Pokemon fan when it comes to picking my favorites, but anyway, we're going to try and Quick Ball this one. See if we can get lucky, although I highly doubt it. It'd be very nice. Nah, I didn't think it was going to happen. But anyway, this one is basically the same as Latias, except for the fact that it's blue, so I think we're just going to jump cut until I catch this one as well. Alrighty, there we go. Latios was caught. That one took a little while. Anyway, let's add that data to the Pokédex. A highly intelligent Pokemon. By folding back its wings in flight, it can overtake jet planes. Very cool indeed. I like the idea for these Pokemon, I just feel like they sort of got shoehorned to the side in every game they've appeared in. Anyway, with that, to get the next few legendary Pokemon I want to capture, we actually have to make a pit stop in Humalao City real quick, so I will meet you over there. Alrighty, here we are in Humalao City. Veterans of this hack might know why we're here. We want to talk to the veteran all the way up here. Finally, after so much time of being able to talk to him, we finally want to do that. Oh, is that the Legend Badge? Perhaps you might be able to find some real legendaries with that in hand. You should explore around. Challenge the weaker legendaries. The reason he says that is that there are a few legendaries that appear when he talks about that, and you can find those when you have 7 badges, and they're of a bit lower level than the ones we've been fighting so far. Technically, we could have gone and gotten these guys right around episode 90 or so. I just wanted to save them until now for no real reason at all. Anyway, with that, I'm going to meet you guys over by Twist Mountain, the Mistralton City side to be exact. Alrighty, outside Twist Mountain right here, you will notice that one certain set of legendary Pokemon that appears is in fact the legendary birds after talking to the guy in Humalao City. First off, we have Articuno right here. I'll be honest, I don't know who's my favorite of the legendary birds, mainly because I really don't have much of an emotional attachment to them. I am far, far more attached to the legendary trio introduced in the Johto games, mainly because those were my first Pokemon games and not Red, Blue, and Yellow. Sacrilege, I know. Anyway, let's see if we can Quick Ball this thing. Its catch rate is pretty low, but it is only level 50. Ah well, I was hoping. Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres are pretty interesting to me because they have 1, 2, and 3 in Spanish in their names. And this is actually not the only time that Game Freak has made this joke, because Dinos, Vilas, and Hydreigon have 1, 2, and 3 in German in their names, which I think is a funny little detail. Although, with the legendary birds, it doesn't really make as much sense because there is no specific order to them, where in the dragon types I just mentioned, it all boils down to the number of heads they have. Anyway, presuming I can withstand a few ice beams, we should be able to catch this guy without too much trouble, so let's get right on that. Alrighty, that one actually took a while. I wouldn't consider this a weaker legendary. This is by far the one I had the most trouble with this video. A legendary bird Pokemon. It can create blizzards by freezing moisture in the air. Very nice to have that one in the bag. That took a lot of Ultra Balls. Anyway, with that, I am going to meet you guys on the south side of Chargestone Cave. Alrighty, right outside Chargestone Cave here, as you can plainly see, here we have Zapdos. So let's not waste any time, let's jump right on into this one. Now, hopefully, my Garchomp can stand up to this guy a little bit better than Articuno, because Articuno's Ice Beam, even though it's a 50 level difference, it still hurts quite a bit, so hopefully we can wall this one a little bit better. Or even better, we could catch it with this throw. You never know, but it'd be really great if we could. Yeah, I really didn't expect that to work. Ah well. Anyway, you guys know the drill by now. I'm going to be weakening this sucker with a false swipe attack, and then hopefully this one will come quick, because Articuno sure as heck did not. Alrighty, I don't know what it is with these legendary birds, but I feel like I've always had trouble with these guys. Really not sure why. A legendary Pokemon that is said to live in thunderclouds. It freely controls lightning bolts. Very nice. Can you strike the person mowing the lawn outside? Ay ay ay. On the bright side, box 20, we are off to Reversal Mountain. Surprising no one, the final Pokemon I would like to catch this episode is here on Reversal Mountain. Moltres. The fire type of the 3 legendary bird Pokemon. And I gotta say, I really like its animation in this game. It's got a nice flow to it, I guess. Now, please, for the love of whatever deity you believe in, can I please have an easy time catching this bird? Please? Like, I'd really, really, really appreciate it. No? Ay, ay, ay. Honestly, Articuno is probably the worst. I'm pretty sure I pumped like 60 or 70 Ultra Balls into catching Articuno. It was kinda ridiculous. Nice thing is, though, it was packing a bunch of moves that have a lot of power points on them, so these guys can survive for quite a while. So maybe if that happens again on this one, oh, heaven forbid, I'll probably move on to timer balls in that case. Anyway, it looks like we've got this one right about as low on the HP as we can, and of course it gets the all-stat up boost from Ancient Power. That's just the way, isn't it? Let's see if we can catch this thing in a decently timely manner. That's what I'm talking about. Seriously, that was like the 4th throw. That is what I am talking about. There we go. One of the legendary bird Pokemon. It is said that its appearance indicates the coming of spring, or in this case fall, considering it just turned July in my game right here. Oh man, really glad that one came quickly. I am going to head back to the Pokemon Center and heal up our team, and then I think we're going to end things off. Alrighty, with that, the entire team is healed up, more repels are bought, more Pokeballs are bought. I think that's probably a good thing to, place to end things off, rather. I'm pretty sure this video is only about 15 minutes in length, but I've actually been recording for over an hour at this point, so forgive me if I'm going a little senile, especially since I've had to listen to this person in the other yard mow the lawn for like the past hour. Anyway, this past episode, we captured 7 more legendary Pokemon, those being Reshiram, Zekrom, Latias, Latios, Articuno, Zapdos, and Moltres. And next time on Pokemon Blaze Black 2, there are, believe it or not, even more legendaries around the Unova region for us to catch, and that is what we are going to be doing. So without further ado, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys next time.